Hello. Hope everyone is doing well today. It's a good day. It's a good day. I'm going to be doing random things. I don't really have anything more to put in. All the stuff that was in the mod before should be back in the alpha and upgraded. And I'm not sure if I want to start, like, when I want to start new systems. So for now, we're gonna start small. I'm gonna add this staff as a variant to the stabs. We'll take a look at that, and then I'm not sure what we'll do after that. We may start a new system. We could start either the elemental attunement system, or at least start laying out the groundwork for either lunar magic or soul magic. I think if I had to choose, it would be probably the elemental attunement system first. Ah, delicious. All right, let's get this in the game. I'm gonna have to shut down because we're gonna have to make a new file. And let's see, these are dialogues. Okay, those are textures. I need to make, so here we go, shapes, item, tools. Scholar Reaper, Nebula. You know what, let's copy the Conjurers. All right, what am I gonna call this? Maybe Cleric? Priest? This is very much a priest staff. All right. I'm just gonna open up, let's see, where's the item here? Tools. Tool spell casting. Here we go. We're gonna add a new variant. It's gonna be staff priest. Maybe I should actually go through this. There's some stuff to remove, like the makeshift, the spell weavers. That kind of stuff can just go. So we're also going to clean this up while we're in here. So get rid of those, which means Spellweaver and all of this makeshift stuff. Yep. I can just get rid of this whole thing because we won't need to skip any variants anymore. We're going to get rid of all of this. Keep all Apprentice, keep all the Magicians, got rid of the Spellweavers, and we got the Archmage. I want all the plain versions there. Wildcard everything there. There's the shape. All right, makeshift. Get rid of that. Looks like everything else was good. We'll get rid of the Spellweaver. We're going to readjust that. Tool tier by type. I guess 2, 3, 4. And to get rid of that, make that 1.7. Just like rebalancing things. And that's all the translational stuff. Okay, let's save that. Now what we're going to do is do a file open. Excuse me, navigate to the right place. Shapes. Items, tools. And I called this the priest staff. So the reason why I copied and pasted is because this staff is a really good representation of where your character holds it. I thought it was in the center, but this kind of confirms it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to import the other staff into here. What I'll do first is we're going to create a new cube. And I will say delete me. Make it zeroed out. And we are just moving everything over, right? So now I have 1 point right here. In the root, we're going to do a file. We're going to rename both of those origins, too. And crystal. There we go. File. Import. We're going to go into my downloads. This is what it is, right? So now I have to move this over so it looks like you're holding. So I believe everything's within this origin. Start formatting it a little bit. Yeah, then we got the circles, all of this stuff. There we go. Kind of minimize everything, make it a little easier. All right, so this thing needs to flip that way. Need to go down. Something like that looks pretty good. Now it has to shift over just a little bit. Like that. Oh, that's good. So the character would be holding it there. It's actually not bad. Not bad. I could probably bump it up a little bit. Something like that. Possibly. Let me take a look here. So your hand would be right there. That will be the colored part of the gem. You know, maybe it would be fine being pushed back down a little bit. I don't know. You know what? Let's try it. We're going to do a file save. All right. Now we're going to have to go in here because I'm going to have to do some manual remapping. And just scroll up here. So these are the keys, right? That I'm gonna want to use. So material is a primary color. So material is going to be the big thing. Then we got some linen, the gem, of course, which will be the center part. So we got some things. Let's manually pull up the shapefile here. Priest. All right, anywhere where it says hashtag null, we will replace it with default. No. No, we won't. Not yet. I think I'm gonna have to look at some mappings hardcore here. So where is this? That is called center gem. That is indeed the whole center gem. So let's look for center gem. So we got 3 things here. So instead of hashtag staff 3 skin, this is going to be, I'm just going to pop this out and move it over here. I believe I just called it gem. Yep, I just called it gem. Whoops. I forgot the pound. There we go. So that should fix the center. All right, so what about the staff? This is a weird one. So cube 22, which is right there. So again, instead of this, I believe I just want to call this material. And then I'm going to want the same material going all the way down. Oh, God. This is going to be a pain in the butt a little bit. All right, cube 23. Is it above this? Cube 23. Oh my god, cube B. There we go. Cube 23. Make that material. Then we got batches here. So all of that, that. So pretty much cube 30 through cube 42. Cube 30. 34, 38, and 42. So all of this we're going to replace all of that. What about at the end here? This is weird. All right, you know what? I'll go with the fantasy. Cube 27. So we will change this to material. Cube 25. Right there. That's going to be linen. There we go. And then I think I want these 3 bits here to kind of be all the same. So we'll do cube 45. Ah, see, that was null. So we will replace that with material. Cube 29. Whoa, whoops. There we go. Cube 29. Place that with material. And cube 44. Is right there. Once we replace some of the top, we're going to pull it up and just see what we're missing and see if it's all kind of working out. There we go. So that should be everything there. What about the main shaft? You know what? Let's have the main shaft be maybe the dark linen. So it's just called shaft. That's linen, LINENDARK. Kind of save all of this. All right, now let's start looking towards the front. Oof, this one's going to be tough. I feel like I could make this look a couple different ways here. It can't be all the same metal. I don't think. I don't think that would look good. Like, the ring should definitely be metal, so let me start with the ring here. So that's that half of the ring, that's that half. So it's just called circle. Okay. So everything in here this is going to be Eldrathnium. And then we got a couple nulls here. Oh, whoops. Oh, so that replaced everything in X1. I just wanted everything in circle. Did I overstep? Hold on. I think I overstepped what I was doing here. I literally just wanted everything within this. Whoops. All right. So all of that should be Eldrathnium. All right, we do have some nulls here. 66. That seems like a lot for this. But, you know, who knows? We'll go ahead and save. I'm going to just remap these gems here. And then we'll load this up in the game and see how it looks. Yeah, see, like, gem 4 is null. Let's change it to the gem texture. Gem 1. All right, and this is going to be this remap. All right, what's that last gem texture here? Gem 3. And that is null. All right, we are missing a lot of textures, but let's just see what this looks like. We'll do a file new, file open, and we're going to go back into what we were editing. Shapes, items, tools. This is the priest staff. And I'm going to get rid of the old staff, the old delete me. There we go. So now we just have this priest staff. File save. Build. Again, there's going to be a lot of nulls. There's going to be a lot of mistexturing. But for the most part, we could start to see what this thing is ultimately going to look like. We'll pick a couple random colors of it, spot check it. It is fixing a lot of errors right now. there was a lot of nulls. A lot of unmapped nulls. Oh my god, it's still going. Down, down, to the bones of the coral crown. Damn. It is just churning right now. There we go. Whoops. Alright, so let's take a look at our new staff here. It's work in progress state. Equipment should be right at the bottom. Here we go. And you know what? We'll pick out... We should probably pick out the black one and a random bright color and the white. Just to see here. Let's make it daytime. Alright, you know what? Let's get a tool rack. And we'll put it right on the back here. You know, I'll put it right here. Boop. So we are indeed missing pieces, right? But the shaft is kind of what we did. I have to change the textures, right? It looks like a lot of these shapes are kind of all over the damn place. It's just, this stuff is all over, all freaking over. It looks like that may be textured a little more accuracy, but even this stuff is off by a little bit. Like that one's scrunched up. Kind of look at the bottom here. Yeah, it looks like that isn't mapped right. This thing's gonna take some work. Damn it. All right, let's put another one down. Take a look at the random colors. Like if you look here, that's kind of what it looks like. I think it's getting better. Again, this needs to be remapped. And we got to figure out what that whole side, right? It shouldn't all be metal. Or should it be? Oh, what if it's not all metal? What if I use the temporal like glowy look in this particular one? So I can either make the little crosses out of the temporal material and leave the ring as metal, or I can make the middle part, like the ring that I just rebranded, to be temporal, and then the little rings could be this metal, and then the crosses can be the metal as well. Maybe, I think that's the way that I'm going to want to do this. I think that's the way. I believe this is all circle, right? Yeah, that's all circle right there. All right, let's go back into circle. Here we go. So all of this, if it says hashtag Eldrathnium right there. So do I have a mapping for this already? Please tell me I do. Temporal, yes. So if that's the case, let me start looking at these rings. Ooh, here we go. One. Yep, I can do that one as well. Out of the metal. So X1 and X2. So all of this, we are going to look for the null tag. And we're going to put in Eldrathnium. 24 occurrences, not bad. All right, now we also have to look at Staff 3 skin. Only 6, good. All right, we will save that. What about this? So we have X3 and X4 as well. So there's X3 and X4. Let's look for null. Oops. Turn it into Eldrathium. Kind of spot check it. That's looking good. And what about the top? What is that? That is X1. Didn't I do X1? Yeah, I did 1 and 2. So I already got those. Good. And the rings. Staff ring 1 and staff ring 2. And staff ring 3 and 4. Staff ring 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, all of this. Let's look for anything that is null. And just in case, anything that has this as... Oh, shoot. I hate when it does that. 0 occurrences. All right, so we're going to save this. Fireball it in. And we're going to reload. This should reload a little faster because we have more mappings done. And we'll see what these look like now. Hopefully it looks better. I'm gonna say, oh, there it is. I was gonna say I should expect a lot of mapping errors coming up. Not that many. We got a lot of it. Oh, I didn't want to cast a spell. I just want to kind of look at it here. I don't know. What does it look like casting a spell? It's too long as well. I gotta cut the bottom. I don't like that middle ring being the temporal energy. I don't like it. I don't know what to say. I think it sits a little too high in your hand. I think I want that shaft part to be like scrunched down, so like you're holding that part. And then I gotta cut the end there. Technically, I won't cut it. What I'll do is I'll just move that bottom up. All right, so we got some things to do here. File, new. File, open. Here we go. So this needs to go down. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The whole thing needs to sit lower in your hand. Like that. That looks pretty good. Which means this whole thing, this bottom, needs to come up. I'm going to start stacking some of this stuff here. Like that goes into that. What about this end stuff, right? So that can go there. What are you? I'm going to delete you. You're not needed. You know, I'm not going to delete you. Come back. Where were you? Where am I? Help. Okay, you will go down. Whoops. Something like that, which means that that, and that. I don't think I need that batch of rings. All right, we got all of those rings. What about this side here? Cube 44 was right there, so that's the bottom. Okay, now I should be able to move this whole part up. Nope, almost all of it. What are you, 45? You go right there. Is that the whole? Yep, that's the whole pommel. So what I will do here is reduce the shaft by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Okay, okay. You know what? Let's move this back down. I have a better idea. Let's move this onto the shaft. Right? Kind of attach it there. And then these rings can move onto the shaft. We just have these 2 more rings here. There we go. So that whole part. Now I just need to shift the whole thing up. All right, so 1. Let me get rid of some of these here. 1, 2. Kind of delete those 2, right? And then 2, 3. Let's try that for the new size and shape. Save, fireball, reload. Oh, and I want the gems to like go to the other end too. It has some gem caps on the crosses. I'm going to extend those over. That's looking better. When we cast, so it's still going into the floor. But that's fine. I can shift it up a little bit. I just have to remove a couple more rings. That's not bad, actually. That's really not bad. Now the gems, right? Because the gems are on that side. They need to be on the other side. Let's continue. Boom! That's way too much gem. 1, 2. We'll let them pop a little bit, like that. Whoops. Wrong thing. That's what I wanted. There we go. Now this, it's going to be the same thing. So that's looking better. Now for the gems, I actually want to give them a glow. I believe my default glow for this stuff is 100. I think so. That means the center should also glow. There we go. I think I accidentally moved it there, so I'm going to put the glows back on. I may end up changing this stone in the middle to be a little more crystal-like. But we'll see. We'll see what it looks like here. File, save. Now, what I'm going to do with all of this stuff... it's gonna be like a mass like shakeout here. We are going to do the auto resolution for everything. And I believe... Just spot check. Some of these may... You know what? Well, you know what we'll do? We will also randomize everything. There we go. File save. We will take a look to see where this is now. We're going to reload. So the gems should glow now. Or they should have, like, they should be brighter, right? They should be able to glow at night. And we'll take a look here. I got to shorten the staff, right? The bottom part. Make it nighttime. Oh, I made it glow only on one side. I forgot you have to do it for all sides. Oh, I just did it for north on everything. Cool. Cool. All right, well. Damn it. This is bullcrap. And there's no easy way to do this, right? I just gotta literally do this. 100, 100, 100, 100. That's done. That's done. All right, that's done. And then we got 3 more to do. All right, 100. And then we'll take a look to see how these glow. We got the top. All right, so that should be all the glowing. File, save. Let's shorten this a little bit more. All right, let's take the whole shaft here. That's what she said. All right, let's do this. All right. We will move it up 1. Let's move it up just 1. I may be able to get away with this with just 1. Which means I'll get rid of that. File, save. Fireball. All right, let's take another look. I don't like that ring being temporal. I think maybe it should just be whatever the color is of the like of the wood, right, of the staff. Maybe that would look a little better. Or I should make it Eldrathium again, and then make the crosses whatever the color is of the shaft. Maybe that would be better. All right, let's go into darkness. I mean, it looks better, but it doesn't look great. All right, let's pull up gem. So we got all the glow for center gem. All the glow there. All of the glow there. Okay. What about the next gem? Gem 4, we got the glow on all of that. Gem 3, we got the glow. Gem 2. What is Gem 2? Oh, there was a gem there. I totally missed that. Okay. What about Gem 1? All right, we got the glow. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to copy and paste. Just like that. And then I'm going to manually rename this, right? So if it is Eldrathrium, I just want it to be Gem. There we go. And we'll save that. All right, what about the ring? This was temporal. Let's do a file, new, file, open. Pull the staff back up. Let's make this gemstone go all the way through. Just like the others. We'll do a file save there. Now let's look for circle. Which is this guy right up here. All right, and for all of this, right, if it says temporal, let's change it to material. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, and you know what? The back, right? Let's do the mapping there. Okay. So it's either cube 44 or cube 45 that has nothing on it. Cube 44 has material. Cube 45, staff skin. Here's cube 24. That has staff skin as well. Cube 24. That guy right there. What is that trying to be? You know, I'm going to make that Eldrathrium. All right, other than that, there should be no other mapping issues now. All right, let's reload. So this should look a little different now. Now the ring's going to be the same color as the staff itself. And the crosses are still going to be metal. So far, I'm not seeing any texture issues. Oh, the base game had a heart attack about underwater.og, so it was a sound that didn't work. Cool, cool. So this should be fully mapped now. Let's make it daytime. And we'll put it there. All right, so this is what it's looking like. I like it. I think there's decent contrast here. Some things I gotta clean up, like that ring there. Looks like we got some Z fighting going on. And a couple of these rings. Yeah, I see some some Z fighting here. That's fine, though. That's fine. Not sure if this needs to be linen at the end. Maybe I should make it whatever this main material is. I don't think it needs to be that long either. I could probably just shorten this a little bit. Let's see here. Let me get one of the staves. There we go. Start casting a spell. All right, you know what? It's not glitching into the ground anymore. I think I will still kind of tighten it up a little bit. Yeah, new staff, baby. So yeah, let's tighten this up. Let me cut this by half and then move these a little closer. And then maybe what we could do is like extend this back down a little bit. We'll have to see. File new, yes. File open. Bring up the priest staff again. I think there needs to be something up here. I guess I'll get to it when I get to it. All right, so one. You know what, mate? That may actually do it right there. That may do it. That'll do. What about this? What if I bring this down one? Right. Bring those together, then I could bring this down one, and then bring that up one. Let's duplicate this. There we go. Try and give it like a little depth. You know what I mean? A little depth there. Let's save that. All right, we had some Z fighting on this ring. I think... So... Let's just kind of see here. Was it that one? No. It looks like maybe one of these has like an extra link. 4, 5, 6. Right there. This is duplicate. So let me delete that. I guess I got to go down the chain for all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that one's good. All right, what about you? 2, 4, 5. Yep, that one's a duplicate as well. And you, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. That's good. All right. Duplicate. That's good. And then probably this ring here. 2, 3, 4, 6. Yep, there's a duplicate there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's file, save. That should stop some of the Z fighting. Got some activity in Discord. Can we get spell modification worked on next? That's true. I did have another thing in there, the Grimoire enhancement. Gonna take a look here. I gotta clean this ring up, but that won't take me too long. I can do that off stream. Just make sure that we're not running into anything else weird. How does the bottom look? Bottom looks all right. I have to redo the texture, right? Okay, so that was linen. Let's make it not linen. So anywhere it says linen, do material. And now that I have that, file new, file open, priest open. I think I could just go to origin face. All right, I think that may have done it. Let's take a look here. No. This stuff is still all over. So what I have to manually do, which does suck. This does suck. I have to go into each one of these, right? And I have to move all 6 of these back to square one. I have to do this for every single side, right? I'll just save that because I've done that. And then once everything is reset like that, then I have to look at the item in the game, right? Each section, and see how big I need to make the texture, which also does suck. That way I can make it look detailed enough to where, like, you know, you look at the ring, right? And you see that has no detail, but that you can actually see, like, the pixels in those too. So I just have to size everything appropriately, which is going to suck. It's, without a doubt, it's going to suck. See, even this is messed up because it's, like, being stretched weird. So really, like, that's considered cube 22, so I'd have to come into here and auto UV everything, see how it, like, corrected everything. Now I would have to, like, this would be considered set, so I would look at it and see, oh, it's just 1 pixel, right? And then I have to multiply it by 2 or 4, depending on how much detail I want in the texture. Probably by 2. I think the standard stabs, like, I have them all as like a ×2 multiplier. There we go. God damn it, I just want to, like, get in close. There we go. Yeah, see, it's like 1 pixel. Actually, it's like 2 pixels here. But yeah, I got to do that with, like, all parts now. I'll do that later. This whole thing needs to be rotated a little bit because these do not line up. Jesus Christ. But yeah. Even the black still looks pretty good. Like, black on black. That still looks pretty good. Let's all right. So for now, I'll leave that as is. I'm gonna have to come back to this and clean it up, of course, but I need to clean up a couple other staves. But at least it's in. Let's get the localization in. Item tool spell casting is what we're looking for. Item tool spell casting. Delete that, delete that. Get rid of all this stuff here. Boop. All right, so I basically have to copy this, paste. Instead of staff reaper, it's staff priest. Priest, priest, priest. Paste, paste, and paste. And here we go, reload. Oh, I could show the, so I decided to, with the transmog system, I converted the old style, the old armor, into the Jonas armor, since that's kind of, seems like its closest classification kind of name. And I improved on it a little bit. I added more to it. I did more with the legs. I can show that armor here. So first, equipment. Yep, looks like all of this is appropriately named. So for like the Jonas, you know what? We'll do yellow. I never pull out the yellow set. And I'll do like the Archmage for all of it. Dun, 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 dun. Put that on. There we go. I fixed all of the soul binding as well. All the soul binding stuff. There we go. So like this is the new Jonas armor now. Kind of zoom out a little bit. So you'll notice like with the legs, I actually have, you know, like kind of protection on the legs now. I tried to lean into the whole like temporal kind of theme with some of the Jonas lamps in there. I wasn't sure where to put the Jonas lamps like in the feet. I was gonna have it to where like there would be one lamp on each side and they kind of flare out a little bit. But and I don't have anything really on the back for this armor. I could put maybe a temporal gear on the back, kind of like the same as the chest there. Maybe I will do that. But this is kind of, you know, more gears, more awesomeness. I could reskin this, and maybe I can have like a rusty Jonas and a temporal Jonas. And really, it would just be like a texture swap, right? So like maybe you want more rusty gears and not temporal gears. Which I think the rusty gears may actually look better. Hey, Cleric. How's it going? Showing off the revamp work that I did on this this armor here. I think I do need to put a couple of those Jonas lamps in the feet, though. Just kind of like flaring off to the side. We will do that. Not bad, my friend. I've been away. Yeah. That's all right. I'm usually here. Here or in Discord. Hope you're doing well. I'm kind of done with the alpha. Like all the old stuff is in, so now it's like about new systems while people test things. If you've been gone for a while, I've added a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Shapes, entity, humanoid, armor, Jonas. How do I want to do this? Okay, so first let's open up the body. And let's take that temporal gear right there. Have you seen some of the stuff, Cleric, that I've been I don't know how long you've been away. We're gonna duplicate this and basically we're gonna just push this back. Whoops. We gotta flip it just a little bit here. I think that will be good. We'll see what it looks like on there. We'll save that a bit. I'll give you a briefing here. So the biggest change, of course, is the fact that there is this whole new system. If I just unlock all the achievements, basically, like the guidebook is now like an achievement / guidebook. Boom, there we go. So this is kind of like what the total layout looks like now. So as you unlock things and pick up items and make items, it not only tells you like what the next thing that you should be targeting is to kind of get you into things, but each milestone will actually open up a particular guide with information, right? So like essence and ley lines, and basically I have a bunch of stuff here where you can like click on one of the links and it's like, it uses the handbook too, right? Both of these things together. So if you have a question on something like a celestial prism, what's that, right? Tells you all the information created by ritual of purification, you know, like it uses rune stones. So it's got everything. All the way up to like spell duplication, right? Yo, how do I make the Magitrix? That's how you make it. You know, Thaumic bench only, that's how you make it. Right? So bunch of information. There should be a lot less confusion. Another thing that I added were pets, non-combat pets. So we could say, there we go. I'll call him Mr. Smiles, and I could summon him. And it's literally like a WoW pet, pretty much. You can have them like wait for you. Like I could put them in waiting, and I could run around, or you know, it can just kind of follow you. They have like little emotes that they do. Like you see, just like lay down, right? You could even, I even made it to where you could pet your pets. But we got the pet system. I mean, you know, like there's a bunch of spells like this right here is a Void Vault. Basically it's like the Minecraft Ender chest, right? So it's like your personal, you know, inventory that you can like get from anywhere. I made portals. Like there's a lot. I need to dive back into the mod. Yeah, right now I've been kind of running an alpha with the anyone who's a supporter gets access to it. We're on alpha version 14 right now. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Boop. So yeah, right now I'm just kind of doing things. We just added the new staff. Looks into being a supporter. Are you gonna look into it? Really, like you can become a supporter a couple ways, right? Like if obviously anyone who does like the Twitch or the like a Twitch sub or anything, like Prime sub or anything, they're automatically going to be thrown in there. But I have a supporter tag that I can give people, and basically, like if you've recently kind of like talked about, you know, like ideas or something in the mod, right? If you're active in Discord, you know, you're subject to get a you know, the supporter tag. There you go, new subscriber, Cleric. Welcome in. You'll notice in Discord, there'll be a new section for you now. It is the community server section, and we have the Rustbound Magic Alpha. If you go in there and looked at the pinned stuff, you'll be able to see, you know, the Alpha 14. New sub too. Gifted sub. Thank you very much for that, Cleric. Tristam, enjoy those emotes. And you now have access to this alpha too. Alpha as well. Thank you, Cleric. But yeah, all this stuff, I'm starting to post like change logs. Basically, so what I've been doing, Cleric, is when I'm not streaming, I will hop right into chit chat, and anyone could do this, right? Sub, non-sub, you know, supporter, non-supporter. you could come in, right, and you could just kind of see what I'm working on as I'm doing the shaders, right, as I'm doing stuff that's like off stream. And you can talk to me about, you know, like for the alpha people, you know, they're giving me feedback, right? Like, hey, something's wrong with your elementals, you know. So I'll have do a screen share with them, and we just kind of get to see what's going on. Oh yeah, they're creatures too, elemental creatures. Let me. Those are the pets. So like, I don't know, we can pull this guy out, we'll pull that one out. So I'll kind of give you a rundown here. So you got fire drones, like they're all elemental typed, right? So you got the drones that are like melee with big knockback. You got flyers here, sentries, who will shoot the magical, like the spells that you have. They actually shoot, you know, like this guy would shoot lightning balls at you. You have the little rustic ravengers they're basically creepers. They don't like attack you other than trying to run up to you quietly, make a little sizzle sound, and then blow up. They do not do block damage. It's only entity damage when they blow up. So you don't have to worry about like your chiseled structures or anything getting screwed over. And then this is the first mini boss that I'm going to be making. Right now it's kind of dead-brained, but I want this to have, so with rituals, there's going to be a summoning ritual, and that's going to be like, I think I may link it to like how you can unlock these pets, or another way to unlock the pets. But these guys are going to be tough. They're going to have 2 phases, of course, depending on their health, and they're going to hit hard. So I need to start paying you off for when I have my concepts together and need help learning. Yeah, get your concepts together. Like even if you don't sub, like I do help a lot of people, right? Like I'm not gonna write the code for you, right? And do the mod while you watch, right? Like what I like to do is like a screen share, right? And I'll start you off with telling you how to register things. But you know, at a time, you know, I open up my hands and let you jump into the code as well. But you know, if you have like, oh yeah, you know, I have this, I do that, right? I'll at least tell you like, well, that's probably going to be an item, a block entity, whatever. So if you do have a mod you want to make, shoot me a Discord and I can help out. So get rid of all that. Yeah, and I got all of these pets. There are a lot of pets. The most recent pet that I've been working on, and it's still, I think I may need to add a shader to it. I don't know. It's still kind of up in the air with this guy. I joke, but I do appreciate you. Well, thank you. So I made a wisp pet. And the idea behind this pet was that it would actually give off light. Which is awesome because that means you don't really need to have a torch at all times in your offhand. So if we go into pets, and I'll just pull this guy up. We'll summon Fuzzy Nuts here. Fuzzy Nuts the Wisp. And we'll make it dark. Right, so if I come over here, just a little wisp of light. I thought this pet was pretty darn cool. He kind of lumbers around a little bit, right? Just trying to, you know, just kind of... But he eventually finds you and then just kind of floats up. Of course, I called him Mr. Fuzzy Nuts because I had a gold fox, which seems to be the pet that's been with me the most in this alpha. Juno, hey! Oh, yes, very cool. So... I had an idea for this stuff. I'm going to put in another prototype pet that has an inventory that can pick up items. The idea is, like, remember Thaumcraft, the golems that you could get, right? And then you could have, like, a chest, right? And you put, like, the golem on top of the chest for its, like, its phone home kind of thing. And then, like, it would scan, like, a field to see if a crop was ready to be harvested. And the golem would walk over, break the crop, pick up the item, and then walk back over and, like, drop it off in the chest for you. You remember that? Remember stuff like that, like the golem systems in ViesCraft? That's kind of, I'm starting to get the idea to maybe do something similar to that. You can make your own like golems. I think that'd be kind of a cool school of magic. Oop. Where am I? Where is this? Oh, I was testing the new spell duplication system. This is the new spell duplication system here. It's a multi-block structure now. And if you like sneak, right? Like I'm not holding sneak anymore. Now I made this better so it like it will stay and like tell you. And then once you complete the structure, right? Like if I complete it, it automatically like clears out the highlights and everything and goes away. So fun. A lot of stuff changed, Cleric. I have ancient markers now, like ancient artifacts. So when a rift spawns, there's a chance that you kind of get like it's pretty much like a loot chest. So when you find them, you could either meditate on one, which it's the meditation insight, because there's like another way to get max mana now. Here, I'll place this down. Hopefully it stays long enough for me to actually go into meditation. There we go. So if I look at this, it will start to, like, it's researchable, right? It starts to light up. Oh, it disappeared before I could. These things only stay when there's a rift around, like when they're anchored by a rift. So each time it checks in, like every 5 seconds, it rolls a random. There we go. So I increased my maximum mana by 3 just by finding that. And now when you hover over your max mana, you can see at the bottom, I give you your total, and then I actually break it down. So you have your magic experience, you have your meditation insight, and then you have whatever your armor bonus is for mana. Makes it much more interesting to balance grind. Exactly, right? So it's like you still get points for doing things. Armor and stuff has been enhanced greatly. Because and there's no like mana cap. Remember before it was 500? You can get like 99999 now if you grind hard enough, right? You're just fighting the parabola curve at that point. But yeah, there are different things with meditation insight. You can go to someone's house, right? And if they have like the arcane crystal, like the large one, you've never seen it, you'll see the researchable tag up there, and basically you just sit down, right? You go into meditation. I'm wearing the Jonas armor now. And then I can start looking at it, right? And then bam, I just gained another 3 max mana. It's like a one-time thing, but I wanted to... I love Thaumcraft, right? Like with the thermometer, and you would like scan everything. So I'm like, you know what? Why don't I have certain things like in the mod to where, you can discover new things. The alpha has so many changes. Like I think I got rid of a lot of the annoying grind. I think anyways. I mean, we will see. we shall see. So I could tell that the gears on the chests are not correct. They're on the wrong box. So let me... I gotta move these. I gotta move these to like this. No. To that. Upper torso. All right, let's try that. File, save. Right, see, because if you look there, like the gear's in the back, this gear's extending out. This is connected to like the bottom torso. Really, Fuzzy Nuts? Just kind of hovering there. You know what? Let's get the real Fuzzy Nuts here. Oh, Cleric and Tristram, if you're still there. So, send me your player ID, your UID. because all the supporters that do things, you get some extra supporter pets as a thank you for like helping me beta test this and alpha test. So you will automatically get your a corrupt locust, a saw blade, a bell, and the rabbit of Carbonog. So if you know Monty Python Quest for the Holy Grail, I just wanted to put this in. The Dark Moon Fair and WoW, you know, like last time it was up, right? I think, yeah, last time it was up, I was like, oh, I remember trying to get that pet and WoW. And I'm like, you know what? Because I was making pets, I'm like, it's a hungry bunny. Purple bunny. But yeah, you get a couple things, but it's if you got to give me your player ID so I can add you to the list. Damn, fuzzy nuts. All right, let's pull out. I don't know why. Like, I love the bears, and I love the foxes. The quote unquote gold fox. It's more yellow than gold. I love this little guy. I don't know why, but I do. All right, I'm just gonna have him wait. Oh, and you can pet him too. There you go. There you go. I think I haven't tested it. I think other people can also pet your pets as well. But I'll let the little guy lay there and sleep. All right, let's take a look here. The gear is not fixed, huh? That's weird. That is weird. Let's do one reload here. So that's the lower torso. Oh, upper torso base. Wait, this is in the wrong place. Let's try and put it there. File, save. Fireball. Oh no, it looks like it worked. All right, so that's fixed. Let me reload though, because I did just move it. I think it'll be fine here, and it probably should go here as well. I think the other thing, it had to do with like the back cloth. I just wanted it to attach to the base shape on the chest. That way, as you animate, you know, it's not going to be all over the place. So that is better. That is a lot better. Trying to get my ID now. So there are two ways you can get your ID. You could do it the dumb Vice way, which is basically like in Firefox, I went to auth2.vintagestory, like the Vintage Story authentication link, and then I opened it up, right? And it authenticates your player name with your player ID. And then I use Post to send my own packet to the server with a player name variable equaling Vice, and having the authentication server pop out my player UID. Or you could just go into Vintage Story data folder, go into player data, and then open up the player data JSON file, which has your player ID in there. So do it the dumb Vice way or the other way. The dumb Vice way. All right, I want to put Jonas lamps at the feet. I think I definitely want some just like the small nubby ones, right? Like the same on your shoulders. I want those on the feet, just kind of like flaring out a little bit, you know what I mean? So let's do that. What I'm going to do with this, so that's the whole shoulder. So that's the screw mount. Okay, that's the whole origin there. I'm going to duplicate this element. I think it's where I want it to be here. Origin, okay. Right. So I'm going to do a file, save as. I'm just going to say temp Jonas lamp. Save it. Now I'm going to delete all other things except for that. There we go. File save. Now I'm going to do file open. We're going to open up the legs. Open. Yeah, when you get your ID, just send me a personal Discord message. Send it to me right through there, and I'll get you added. All right, let's put the Jonas. I'm thinking like right here on the side, kind of like popping out to the side a little bit. So we'll do a file import. Temporary Jonas lamp. There we go. I could delete that and delete that, right? Because this is, you know what? No. I'm going to leave that. Trying to get the right angle here. Yeah, I'd say... I'd say that's actually pretty good. All right. I'm going to try and zero all of this out to get the proper orientation. There we go. We're going to bring this down. I mean, it's looking a little chunky. A little chunky. I don't know how I feel about this. It may be cool. It may also be meh. Maybe cool. Maybe do that. Try and like line it up a little bit. All right, we're going to duplicate this, and I'm going to push this back over on this side. Let's really take a look at these legs. All right, so that's just about touching. What about you? Okay, that's pretty good. All right. So now I should be able to angle each one. Flare it out a little bit. I guess let's start with a 45-degree angle. This would be 45 in the negative. Okay, well, simplest way to find my ID. Yeah, open up Vintage Story Data, go into the player data folder, and then open up the player data JSON within that folder. And it's the first line right there. It says player UID, and then it has your whole player UID. That is the easiest way that I can tell you. Easiest way. Yeah, you got it, Juno. Yep. Vintage Story Data, player data. One, two. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. This is why I left this block in. Could make it chunky. Little chungus. All right, let's give this a try here. Let me push this down, pop that up. I feel like this whole thing needs to like be set in just a little bit more. We'll start with this side. Okay, we'll try that. We'll see what this looks like. After this, I'll attach it to each leg. There we go. I mean, I think it looks good. This may need to go in one more. Or out one more? Out one more? No. In. Two more. No, one more. Yep, okay, that did it. Alright, so now I just have to attach each one to the right leg for the animation purposes there. So 136 can attach to this guy. So 136 to there, which means the other one, 135, can attach to there. File, save. All right, fireball it in. Let's see. Kiptrix, hey! It's been a while. Holy cow. Wow, things have come a really long way since I last checked in. I think I heard you added some dragons by Val. So excited. Oh, I could show you those right now. Yep. I worked really hard on the AI for them. So they actually make their own decisions based on the some of the blocks that are around them. For instance, dragons don't like water, so like they won't ever like land in the water. If they're in the water too long, they will fly out on their own. They have like a brain to where they either want to fly or want to walk on the ground, and they all dynamically shift through it. If you hit them hard enough, above 1 point of damage, you have a chance of knocking them from the sky and changing them into attack mode, you know, like on the ground. Yeah, they have different behaviors based on what they're doing there. Oh, okay. You know what? I have to say I do kind of like the feet. It looks like I have to, of course, texture that bottom, but having the little Jonas lamp on there, come on, man. This is Jonas armor right here. Oh, that's cool. All right. Let's do the mapping. Base 136. Let's go into Jonas legs. I want to make Necromancer armor next. Is this material 4? Yeah, I think this is just material 4. Why did it put a Z in there? That's bizarre. Is that what the other one is too? The other one's 135, right? Oh wait, this is base 135. I'll show this to you right after. Oh no, it was 137, I think. Right after I map this out, because that is a separate mod. I still need to add 2 attack abilities to them. Like they'll chase you and everything, not a problem. But I'm gonna give one a projectile, like energy blast. And the other one is going to have just like a melee, like swipe attack. Because these are just wyverns. DM'd you the ID? Alright, my man, I see it. My issue was Vizio Studio was out of date. Perfect. I will add that right after the stream. Thank you. Alright, let's take a look. Zoom out. Look at that. With the right texture, it blends right in. Look at those. Look at those. Come on. Those are boots. I may add another Jonas lamp. I could shift that over so you have 2. And I can have one, that like the bottom one be on the bottom. And then I can have one like above it. Kind of like a little higher up. Oh, that'd look freaking cool, huh? Oh, man. You know what? No. We're going to save and quit. Kiptrix, I will show you the wyverns. Or wyverns. I've heard people say wyverns recently. So whichever one. I can't wait to make that Necromancer armor. I was playing around with like a helmet that had like demonic horns coming up. Oh man, so cool. I want to put like the skulls, like the animal skulls with like the curved horns for like the shoulder pads for the necromancer stuff, and then I want to put I want to get the bone model and embed it like in the chest and the legs and everything. Oh, I pronounce them wyvern. So you do wyvern. I say wyvern. Like that's it's I think it's one of those things where like I think when I learned it, you know, I was playing like RPGs, and I would have a dictionary next to me, right? Because I you know, I was in like, you know, 5th, 6th grade, right? I didn't know what some of the words were when what things meant, but you had to know for the story. So, you know, it's not like you if you have no one there to help you pronounce it. I just knew it as wyvern, and that's what all my friends pronounce those monsters as. So that's what it was. Wyvern. I will admit, I do like the sound of wyvern more, but I think it's going to be hard to break, you know, that train of thought. Like tomato. A guy at work actually did call tomatoes tomatoes. He's like, I got a nice bologna and tomato sandwich, right? And it's like, what did you say? So these are the little guys here. I spawned a bunch of them. They have like their you know, they're like, you know, flying idle animations and stuff. Eventually they get sick of flying, and then they will convert to ground brain mode. So they'll kind of go down on the ground and start to, you know, like walk around. And there's a lot of different types. And they can fly pretty high too. But yeah, these are the monsters here, the wyverns. If they swim for too long, like these guys will never land in the water, but they'll try and swim out, right? And then after so long, they just get sick of it, and they will shoot up into the sky. There we go. Do that a couple more times. So when they spawn, it rolls random. Okay, see, that's better. That's better. Oh, and that guy was considered too low to the water. Their hitboxes are weird right now. They're kind of like long, so I got to trim that. But see, oh, that guy is emoting a little bit. I think that guy was doing it too. Roaring. The transition, I worked hard on their transition, like to go down. They'll do like this like glide down to the ground. But yeah, these are the guys. When the new 1.20 comes out, I have to recreate the. Oh, there we go. So he's just kind of floating back down. But I have to recreate the mounting system anyways, so these will be mountable. You'll be able to tame these, put a saddle on them. See, like this guy ended up landing in the water, and he's just going to fly right back up. Yes. Where are we going?
Getting excited.
All right, we have to. All right, we will wing it. So yeah, these are the little wyverns. Some of these, like the ones with like the runes on the side, I love them. I can't wait to. And these are the males. The females do have a different model, and they're different, like finned, feathered. This is the basic bone. There's going to be different variants of this. Love the animations. Yeah. Will the creatures be configurable, as in allow or disallow spawns? Yeah. That's kind of standard with my mods these days. So where you could like disable them, but this mod has just, you know, wyverns. So what's the point of having the mod, right? if this is a separate mod than the magic mod, right? But I do have to head out. I gotta go. Let's find someone. What should I do? Let's find someone to raid. who actually plays the game, unlike me, who just mods for it all the time. Look at all the people that we have streaming this game. Woo! Look at that. We got some options here. Anyone that I'm following, who am I following? We got a lot of people, all right. Ooh, I don't know, who do we want to throw it to? I see some new people here. Eldritch Horror Minecraft, right? Sparkheart. I just rated Sparkheart. Let's find someone else here. Someone else here. And what's captivating? VS 1.20 fun. They're playing with 1.20. Let's do it. Let me mute them. All right. Exclamation raid / raid. There we go. All right, everyone. What are those? Those are wyverns or wyverns. Another creature that is being worked on. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We're just continuously adding more and more to the mod here. I'm going to be cleaning up the Jonas legs. Later tonight, I'm going to be hopping into Discord. So let's just pop that in. Whoops. Wrong place. We will do Discord. There we go. So there we go. So that's my Discord. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to hop into a chit chat probably. I'll do a screen share. We'll be working on more of the alpha. I think we'll probably start the Grimoire enhancement system and actually figuring that out so you can upgrade your Grimoires and make them more powerful. A lot of stuff still to do in Magic, but the new, for those of you who are the supporters, right? Play the alpha, tell me what you think. A lot of the grind should be gone. It should feel really good playing this mod now. It should, anyways. I rebuilt it from scratch, so. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.